Police say Juan Branch took two young women against their will from Houston to New Orleans last year, according to affidavits supporting arrest warrants. The women say they were forced to have sex with other men to make money for their captor.
I was scared and I was stuck and I couldn't go anywhere, so I just kind of had to take it, everything that was thrown my way.
Lynn was one of Branch's alleged trafficking victims. We're not using her real name. Police say she and the other woman escaped, and Branch was arrested in October 2018 in connection with Lynn's accusations. Branch has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of human trafficking. He initially faced 1 count each of rape and trafficking, and a magistrate commissioner set Branch's bond at $250,000. The DA's office would eventually decline to pursue the rape charge. But in subsequent hearings before a magistrate judge, a public defender got that bond lowered, ultimately to $15,000. That's an amount usually set for nonviolent crimes. Branch's lawyer at the time argued he was a low flight risk. He had no violent crimes on his record, plus he has a family and an established business. There was no prosecutor present at those hearings to contest the lower bonds, and that's because District Attorney Leon Canizero says his office doesn't have the resources to attend every session of magistrate court.
Quite frankly, we can't afford it. We are very, very short-handed with the number of attorneys that we have in our office now. But again, there's no need for a prosecutor to be present because the judge at magistrate court has all of the information that we have available to us in order to set the bond.
Lynn said she wasn't told that Branch was being released from jail. The DA's office said they tried to reach her through Covenant House, where Lynn had sought shelter and support after her escape.
She had no idea what was going on.
To keep Lynn informed, Covenant House hired attorney Aubrey Harris, a former prosecutor whose clients now include human trafficking victims. Harris says in her experience, getting a human trafficking victim to cooperate with authorities is rare, so it's difficult for her to grasp why Lynn was kept out of the loop.
I mean, nobody really wants to be a witness in a criminal trial, especially a serious criminal trial. And in a case like trafficking, where that's someone that probably physically and emotionally abused you in the scope and course of you basically being their slave.
Harris was able to connect Lynn with the DA's office in early September. Soon after, the second alleged victim came forward to police, and Branch was arrested on another count of trafficking. But Branch's total bond would only be increased to $30,000. He was released again, just 2 days before Canizero announced the launch of a new unit within his office to focus on sex and labor trafficking cases. But the DA says his office isn't to blame for Branch being let out of jail twice. He pins that on the system judges use to assess the risk defendants present to the public when considering where to set their bond. In Branch's case, his criminal history shows arrest for marijuana possession and simple burglary, but no previous violent or sex crimes.
I have to be honest with you, I don't necessarily have the greatest degree of confidence in their risk assessment scores.
Canizero's pointed comments didn't go over well with Judge Ben Willard, who's presiding over Branch's case. Weeks later, the prosecutor assigned to human trafficking cases asked the judge to increase Branch's bond for what she called his horrendous crimes. The judge refused and had pointed words for the DA, who he said was trying to smear his name in the news media.
A lot of people have failed Lynn at this point.
The war of words between Canizero and the judge disturbed Sherry Lockridge, who leads efforts to help human trafficking victims at Covenant House.
What I have seen is a lot of back and forth, a lot of power struggle, and the only person being affected by this is Lynn.
Branch declined an interview with WDSU through his current attorney, Gerald DeSalvo. Lynn's lawyer says it will be many months, if not years, before the case against Juan Branch reaches its conclusion. But despite the long and difficult road ahead, Lynn says she's committed to seeing it through.
I definitely want him to, realize that he shouldn't do that. It messed up my life, and that he does need some kind of consequences, but my main thing for doing this is I don't want anybody else to end up having to go through the same thing I went through with him.